Welcome to New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Qualifying underway for the Fort Worth Screen Printing Xfinity Series presented by Mr. Ghostman, part of the Sidewinder Racing Leagues. Check out all the information at dgsracing.com. Here we see the 5 of Quinn Newton out on track. Hayden Lowell, one of the first cars to start their official lap time. So we'll watch him set the early marker. See what kind of lap he can put down. Hayden, one of the top guys in the opening practice. Running right at the upper edge of that second lane. Hayden's first lap in, 30.94. That'll set the benchmark for everyone to shoot at. Chrissy with the good luck, Trenton. If Hayden's able to pick up on lap on number 2. 30.89, so it does pick up about a half a tenth there. Montrose sits in second in the 1. Quinn Newton completes lap number 2. Slightly quicker, but he'll remain third. Trenton Sneed coming to complete his second lap. Trenton's second lap a little bit slower. Ethan Evers jumps up to third in the 26. As he rolls into 3 and 4, a bit high. Probably not going to see an improvement on lap number 2 after that, but we'll see. 31.36, so a little slower for lap 2 for Ethan. It's Mark Dingman out on track. First lap put him 6 quick. Mr. Ghostman, what were you thinking with his lap count, my man? Dingman off the corner. Moves up to the 6th spot. Jumps over Quinn Newton by 3 thousandths of a second. Mike Chris slots in an 8th. Dustin Franklin's first lap put him 2nd quick. He was fastest in main practice. Looks like he's coasting to the line on lap number 2. Must have had some trouble in 3 and 4, so Franklin not able to back up his practice speed, so he'll be 2nd on the grid right now. Cliff Mullins has stopped at the start-finish line. Mike Edwards out at track in the 14 on his first timed lap, getting very sideways in the Autism Awareness Toyota. This first lap will be probably pretty low. Blake Giglio to the top of the charts in the 16. Blake edges out Hayden by just under 4 hundredths of a second. If Blake improves on lap number 2. Does not, so will remain a 30.86. There's no other cars going out for a qualifying run, as now Tyler Stillwell rolls off pit road. The Kit Kat Toyota Supra. I don't think Stillwell will have time to put an official lap time down, but we'll watch this car go around for the next 20 seconds. Why not? That'll do it for qualifying. Blake Giglio will be your pole sitter. Let's go see if we can have a quick chat with the driver of the 16. Blake, DG in the booth, you got a copy?
How's it going?
It's going well, sir. Well, you put down the quickest lap time there in qualifying. How do we feel about being there after about 170 laps or so?
I don't think we'll be there at all. This track's hard. I don't really understand it, and I got lucky with a good lap there, and we'll see what happens.
10 4. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Blake Giglio, not very confident. Pole sitter for tonight, saying he doesn't think he'll be there. Saying he's a bit confused by how this track is. So we let our drivers get out on track before we start our starting lineup here. Say thank you real quick to the folks at Fort Worth Screen Printing helping us put on this broadcast. We appreciate John Garrett and all the folks over there, fwscreen.com. Get on over there and check them out. And tell them we sent you from Sidewinder. Ian Montrose waiting for him to pop out there. There's Ian. Mikey still needs to fill in. Further back looks pretty good. So confused right now. Says Wes Parker should be 16th, so it's 17th, but there is no Wes Parker. That is just what? Anyway, let's get the starting lineup presented by Labor 12 underway. Appreciate the folks at Labor 12 giving us this music while we do our starting lineups here from New Hampshire. Blake Giglio on the pole in the BGR Chevy. He'll start alongside Hayden Lowell in the Napa Ford. Dustin Franklin Station Chevy rolls off in the third spot. Ian Montrose John Deere Ford rolls off fourth. Then we have our first Toyota. Ethan Evers in the Cave RP Toyota starts in the fifth spot. Jeremy Scherer's Chevy Accessories Camaro starts 16th, 6th. Mark Dingman in the Teamwork Chevy starts in 7th. Quinn Newton, the Pitch Black Chevy, starts in the 8th position. Mike Chris, Labor 12 Ford in 9th. Trent Sneed, the Trayon Technology Chevy in 10th. Mike Edwards, the Autism Awareness Toyota, starts in 11th. Matt Benke, Amtrak Chevy, starts 12th. Sam Kohlhaas, the Haviland Chevy, 13th. Travis Martin, Mr. Ghostman Ford in 14th. Derek Catt, the Piggly Wiggly Ford, starts in 15th. Then we have Lucas Weissman, Labor 12 Toyota in 17th. Kerry Grindell in the Team Kamikaze Toyota 18th. Andrew Beach, the Side Pipes Toyota Chevy in 19th. Cliff Mullins, Midnight Performance Chevy in 20th. Daniel Llewellyn, Labor 12 Chevy 22nd. J.R. Deal, Little Caesars Toyota 23rd. Tyler Stillwell, the Kit Kat Toyota in 24th. We are underway. Missing a few drivers there. Blake Giglio down into one inside Hayden Lowell. Looks like Giglio pushed Hayden up the track just a bit, but Hayden going to get that outside line. And I believe throughout the rest of the race, you'll see the outside line be the preferred line for the restarts. And you just saw why there. Hayden able to take control of the race. Giglio second, Franklin, and then you see the John Deere Mustang all the way to the inside of Franklin. Tire wear going to be a big issue today, and they have 4 sets in the pits, 5 sets total. So watch this battle continue for the 4th position. Go ahead and give you a quick race analysis. 170 laps. Cloudy, partly cloudy, 124 degree tack temperature, so pretty slick out there. Stage points will go out halfway, and the fuel window is about 45 to 47 laps. 4 sets of tires in the pits. Fuel capacity is 60% of their tank, and fast repairs is 1. Get you all set up for the race as they get single file through the top 5. Now Dustin Franklin starting to look underneath Blake Giglio. Not quite alongside. So we got a long one here today from New Hampshire. It's like the first battle right now is Harry Grindell. It's Matt Benke on his outside. Quinn Newton, Ian Montrose, that is for 5th position. So Quinn back in the corner up, Montrose driving it in hard. Ian Montrose to the outside of Jeremy Scherrer now. Right on board with Dustin Franklin. He's been trying all sorts of lines on Giglio here early on. Blake going to the upper edge of that groove there. Franklin drives it down to the inside, makes a little bit of contact. Giglio hangs onto it. Franklin actually brushes the wall, gets some right side damage while we're on board with him there. Not ideal. New Hampshire, fortunately, not too aero dependent. Hear him shifting through the corners there. Hayden Lowell, about a half-second lead now. Montrose has gotten by Scherer. Montrose sideways off of turn 2 there, as was the 14 of Edwards. So Hayden, your leader, Blake Giglio, Dustin Franklin, your top 3. Montrose has to be using up the tires the way he's driving in on the corner entry there. And Edwards, he's burning them up off the corner. Second time we've seen him come off of 2 completely sideways. Trenton Sneed just ahead of him, following Quinn Newton and Jeremy Scherer. These 3 guys battle for the 5th spot. It's like Quinn trying to roll the center of the corner on Jeremy Scherer to get the drive off. Stay side by side down the front stretch. We'll see what Scherer decides to do, if he drives it in deep or not. Quinn does. Scherer tried to. Trenton, if he had backed up the corner, might have got them both. Trenton drove it in there a little too deep also. Trenton gets by Scherer. Is that Ethan Evers bouncing off the fence back there? Looks like Derek Cat, Cliff Mullins had a contact between one another, but keep going in the right direction. Trenton Sneed battling Quinn Newton for 5th. Mike Edwards trying to go to the outside of Jeremy Scherer. That would be for 7th. Edwards gets the pass done. Trenton still side by side with Quinn Newton. Trenton tries to get the car pointed, drifts up the track. Quinn Newton's there. Quinn looks like he cut him a little break and lifted too. That'll give Trenton the 5th position. Only on lap 11 of 170. No need in being a little too aggressive here early on. Lucas Huisman's been making his way forward slowly. He's up to the 9th spot. Let's take a look at our biggest movers so far. And it is Huisman up 8, along with Harry Grindell, who's right behind Huisman. Both of those drivers up 8 since the start. Ethan Evers, he's lost 6 since the start. He's down to 12th. Hayden continues to lead. Blake Giglio has cut the gap down a little bit. Dustin Franklin rides 3rd. Ian Montrose alone in 4th. Trenton Sneed's cleared to 5th. And Quinn Newton and Mike Edwards battle. Looks like Lucas Huisman gets by Jeremy Scherer, bringing Harry Grindell along with him, as they both work by that yellow black 15. Edwards up the track. It's going to let Huisman get a run on him and see if Huisman tries to take it to the inside in 1 and 2. Not quite, but you saw Huisman really roll in that corner. He only checked up because he was on the back bumper of Edwards. Let's watch from Harry Grindell as he tries to set up the pass. See Huisman's to the inside of Edwards. See if he can get enough power down one corner exit. Pretty good job there from Huisman. Stay side by side down into 1 and 2. Should be able to roll the corner enough to slide up in front of Edwards. Grindell then sends it in underneath. Edwards doesn't contest too much, and that'll give Harry Grindell the 8th position. Travis Martin working over Ethan Evers, just got by Mark Dingman. Here comes Andrew Beach in the 71, currently 15th. Quinn Newton, Harry Grindell, Lucas Huisman, as Grindell's gotten by Huisman. 5 or 6, all single file. Grindel and Huisma trying to find their way around Newton, and then Trenton Sneed. Grindel to the inside of Quinn Newton. Oh, Mike Edwards smacking the wall hard in the 14 there. Came off turn number 2 and just pounded the wall. Let's take a look what happened to Edwards there. See him working through 1 and 2. He's going to come off this corner and get really tight and just clobbers the wall. 14, significant right side banged up now, and he's fallen out of the top 10. Here's your top 3. Kind of alone. Blake Giglio all the way down on the apron on corner entry there. Goodness gracious. That was a different line. Get a hydrate in for Murr just because he asked nicely. Thank you, buddy. 10% of the way, Derek. Just for you. 10% of the way. Hayden, Blake Giglio, Dustin Franklin, your top 3. Top 2 separated by just over 4/10. Then Franklin, 2.5 back. Then almost 3 seconds back to Montrose. Harry Grindel's made it up to 5th as he's gotten by his teammate Trenton Sneed. Lucas Hoitzman now gets by Trenton. Those two have been working in tandem coming up through the field. Now find themselves 5th and 6th. There's Trenton Sneed in 7th. Quentin Newton 8th. Mike Christen 9th. Jeremy Scherer hanging on to the last spot in the top 10. Mike Edwards, the Autism Awareness Car, in 11th. Travis Martin, the Ghost Man himself, in 12th. Andrew Beach 13th. Ethan Evers 14th. And then Mark Dingman in 15th. There's JR Deal. The Little Caesars machine is 16th. Tyler Stillwell, the 36 car, retired from this event. It looks like Mike Edwards has done the same. 14 car not able to be found, so now Derek Catt promoted up to the top 20. Finds himself 19 seconds back, still in the lead lap. And you have Benke and Llewellyn. This is a battle for 18th. It's Llewellyn up the track, Benke looking to the inside. Nothing doing that time for Benke as Llewellyn hangs on to 18th, and ahead of them, Cliff Mullins sees some right side damage, right rear damage to the 37. Have Sam Kohlhaas in 16th, JR Deal 15th, and then back up to this battle with Dingman and Evers. Battle for 13th. Oh, Evers, big wiggle off of 2. Just does keep it under him, but that allows Dingman to get away and JR Deal to get to his inside. Looks like the pizza machine's going to take over that 14th spot. Lucas Hoitzma navigating by the one of Montrose. Quinn Newton, big wobble off the corner. Mike Chris probably going to take over the 8th position from that. The Ghost Man works Jeremy Scherer. That is for the 10th position. Ghost Man gets to the throttle a little quicker than Jeremy. Not able to draw alongside on the front stretch. Jeremy sends it in deep. Up the hill he goes. Travis Martin drawing alongside. Can he get the car straightened out? Ghostman takes over the 10th spot. Welcome to the top 10, Travis Martin. Blake Giglio is really keeping Hayden Lull honest here. Report from the 14. The car is broken. He is out of the race. Blake all over the back of Hayden here. Through the center of the corner, then Hayden able to stretch it back out on corner exit. Right on board with second place Blake Giglio as we watch the battle for the lead. Blake all the way down on that apron. Very fascinating line through 3 and 4 for Blake. Runs more traditional in 1 and 2. It's fun to listen to his throttle input. It's so smooth. Ian Montrose lost a couple spots. He's given up 6th to Trenton Sneed and 7th to Mike Christopher. So we continue to watch the first 2 cars battle one another. I believe that is Derek Catt up ahead. Last car on the lead lap. "200 laps of practice and you're still terrible." I'm just going to chill and watch the race. If you're wondering what Derek in chat is talking about, we'll talk about the modified, the 3rd race of our triple header. That one will be broadcast over on YouTube on the CTC Race Network. Get that link off of dgsracing.com. Click the big red snake. That'll take you to our Discord where you can get that link from the broadcast links. There's Derek Catt, 39 car going a lap down. So Giglio's trying to set up a straighter corner exit here. Lost a little bit of time while they were navigating Derek Catt, about a 1/10 of a second. So look back at Blake from Hayden's car. Both these guys kind of adhering to a more of a diamond line. Kind of low on entry, drift up in the center, and then kind of low on exit for both of them. We're 70 laps complete of 30 laps complete of 170. There we go. I can talk, promise. Travis Martin going by Quinn Newton, also battling the one of Montrose and 71 of Beaches right there. Gaggle of cars battling for 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th. All this is happening about a half track behind our race leaders. It's Montrose way up the hill. Ghostman's going to have to turn it down. Squeeze through the middle. And Ghostman gets by both the 5 and the 1. Ghostman up to 8th. Montrose now has to battle the 71 of Andrew Beach. As Beach squeezes through. Harry Grindell's run down and passed. 74 of Dustin Franklin. Grindell continues his march towards the front. Grindell currently 6.3 seconds behind race leader. I can't believe there's already a 6-second gap to 3rd. Montrose has pit. One car falling out of the top 10 comes to pit road. Lap 34, he's decided that is long enough on that run. Remember, you can go about 45 laps on fuel. So Montrose deciding the tires were needed as soon as possible. So Montrose on and off pit road. He'll be the fastest car on the track now. He comes out right in front of Andrew Beach and Quinn Newton, but they shouldn't worry. He should be able to get away from them. I report that Giglio smacked the fence. Won't see any incident points from it, so couldn't hit it too hard, but up against the fence, the report from the 16. Still staying right at that 0.3 margin between the two. Fall off is about a second and a half from the start of this run. Yeah, both fronts off the ground. Good grief. Closing in on Daniel Llewellyn. That's the 17th place car. Llewellyn goes a lap down. That'll knock Matt Benke out of the lucky dog spot. Hayden now having to navigate Llewellyn's car. Looks like Daniel gonna run the high line, puts Hayden down low. Hayden wrapping that apron. Oh, Blake Giglio, big slide off turn 2. My goodness, that gold and black machine was dead sideways off the corner. Giglio stays right in the tire tracks of Hayden Lowe. Probably another 8 laps before we start seeing the flurry of activity on pit road. Like Matt Benke just brought his 35 Amtrak Chevrolet to pit road. See some right side damage for him. I keep showing you this because it is one of the closest battles on track, but we also have Newton and Andrew Beach with Scherer and Dingman in tow. It's 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. Where the Ghost Man made his way through this group not too long ago. Let's get some driver chat in here now that this race is getting strung out. Newton maintains the 9th position, Beach 10th, Scherer 11th. Now Dingman trying to get by Scherer here. Benke's car an extended stay on pit road, so perhaps some damage that the 35 car needed to fix.
Thank you, Derek.
Ethan Evers, Cliff Mullins, that's the 15th place battle. One of the smaller margins on track. But the tightest one continues to be this pile of cars. Now JR Deal has come into the picture as well, so 5 cars racing for position. Quinn Newton the 5, 71 Andrew Beach, 82 Mark Dingman. Behind them, the 15 of Scherer and the 9 of Deal. Dingman gets to the outside of Andrew Beach. Doesn't have a whole lot of place to go when he's got Quinn Newton lined up there too. Blake Giglio is now falling back a full second as our leaders work lap traffic. See, Giglio has some right side damage now also. Didn't have that right rear damage last time he looked, so he must have picked that up through their lap traffic. whole lot else going on. Ethan Evers hits pit road in the 26. Let's go see if we can find Blake getting that damage. See what happens. Changed whole cars on us for a second there. Alright. He hit it a couple times. He's going against Aiden here. This is the exit of turn 4. So it's a bit of shadowing. But he has to hit it again because there's way more damage than that. See if we can find it. Bam, right there. Coming off of turn 2. Just clobbers the wall. Gets sideways, couldn't catch it. He keeps his foot in it. And that's why his car is now throwing all the hell. Ethan Evers has been on and off pit road. He's going to try to get by Blake Giglio here.
I'm pitting. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get in the way.
Hey, Lucas, I'll be pitting just to let you know.
Dustin Franklin.
There.
Mike Chris is on pit road. We're hitting that lap 45 point where we'll see quite a few cars coming to pit road. Hayden stays out. Blake Giglio coming to pit road. We'll see if he takes his fast repair or if the car is good enough for him right now. Let's watch the second place machine as he rolls to his box. Harry Grindell flashes by finally on track.
71 pitting this time.
Andrew Beach.
67 pitting this time.
Hayden will be coming down, our race leader. Fast repair does go on for the 16. Here comes Hayden down the pit road. See who stays out. Harry Grindell gonna go to at least 47.
63 pitting, 63 pitting.
See what Trenton does. Trenton's gonna stay out. Travis Martin we heard come into pit road. Mark Dingman. See what he's gonna do here. Dingman's gonna stay out. JR stays out. Kohlhaas and Scher both stay out, so 46 and counting for all of them. As Harry Grindell comes around, 47 is going to be as far as the 70 can go. As Grindell slows it down and comes down pit road. See what Trenton does.
15 pitting.
Trenton stays out another lap. So Trenton pushing it to 48 here. Could catch the caution, he would catch quite a few cars a lap down. Trenton has an 8-second lead over second place now, Mark Dingman. Hayden Lowell's already been to pit road and he's back out in third. Here's Trenton calling pits here. Here comes the 81 to pit road. Watch what the Dingman machine does. Well, probably not pitting with cars underneath him. Mark Dingman going to stay out here. Takes over the race lead in the 82. Hayden Lowell. You see the Napa machine right back there. He is coming in a hurry. And that is the fight for the lead. Hayden Lowell passes the 82. Hayden takes over the race lead. Mark Dingman now in second. Not made a pit stop yet. Hayden going 3 wide. Oh my gosh. Went through the middle of Banky and Evers. Mark Dingman brings the 82 to pit road. The gap now 1 second over Blake Giglio. About the same as before they pit. There is Blake. But he has got 3 lap cars to get by before he can get to the leader. Looks like Quinn Newton's going to give him some space. His teammate there in the 5. Now he only has to get by the 26 of Evers. Hayden, meanwhile, working the 71 Andrew Beach. Those cars on equal tires. We've been green since the start. I would have lost a lot of money on that bet. Hayden laps Andrew Beach. Now 10 cars left on the lead lap. Blake Giglio trying to reel him back in. 8/10 the gap now. And Harry Grindell, he lost time through that pit exchange. He's now 9 seconds back. He was 6. Now that we're well into it, let's look at our biggest movers. Harry Grindell up 15 from his starting position. Currently in the 3rd spot. Lucas Huisma in 4th. He's up 13 from his starting spot. And Jeremy Scher had a tough night for the 15. He's lost 11 since he got underway in the Chevy Accessories Camaro. Those are your biggest movers of the race so far. Just saw Lucas Huisma go to the pit road. I believe Lucas Huisma just retired from the race. Lucas Huisma just bailed on us. I believe Quinn Newton did the same, and I think Daniel Llewellyn is going to be following suit. Daniel Llewellyn back underway, actually. Not sure what happened to the 23, but he came down for a 2-second stop. Maybe smacked the wall and needed a faster pair, who knows? Derek Catt has spun on the backstretch. Let's see if he is far enough off the track not to trigger a yellow. It's back heading in the right direction. And we stay green. Watch Daniel Llewellyn, the Labor 12 Chevrolet. Back out on track, driving a little slow. Let's go back and see what happened to Derek Catt on that backstretch. It's working through 1 and 2. Comes off the corner in the middle, gasses it up, and it sends him straight to that inside wall. Derek Catt around, no harm, no foul as far as caution goes. We stay green. Hayden leading by 1.2 seconds now over Blake Giglio. Blake has 8 seconds over Harry Grindell. Dustin Franklin, fastest car in practice, still holding his own in 4th. Montrose 5th. Mike, Chris, Travis Martin battling in 6th and 7th. Couple of Mustangs.
Thank you, Derek.
28 laps away from getting to halfway. It'd be iffy for Montrose to make it that far. Montrose, one of the first cars on pit road. It's been 25 laps since he came down. He would have to run his tank almost completely dry to make it to halfway. So he's up into the fence in the 5th position. Only 8 cars left in the lead lap as Hayden Lull and Blake Giglio are putting in a solid effort here. It's an absolute blistering pace from our leaders as Hayden gets in there a little bit hot, almost gets into Llewellyn. That's the check up. See if Blake can take advantage of that at all. Hayden finally gets by Llewellyn. Put Daniel 3 laps down now. Same lap as Derek Catt and Matt Benke. No cars 2 laps down. Then 1 lap down is Kohlhaas, Scherer, Mullins, Deal,
Finally figured out how much room to give you.
Evers, Dingman, and Beach. Hayden with the sarcasm as he was on the apron there to get by Daniel Wallen.
I mean, you did kind of adore him.
Blake Giglio defending his teammate there. So Blake comes to pit road and alt F4s. Blake Giglio bails on the race. Giglio has a modified race to get to tonight. I guess he didn't want to get too worn out here at New Hampshire. So that's almost all the CTC cars except for Daniel Lawala. Newton, Hoytsma, Giglio all pulling out of the race. Hayden.
You're like the only one from one track left. Why the hell are they all leaving?
I don't think they like this track. Trenton refused to believe that we said that.
Mike
I hate
Chris.
this track too, but damn. It's okay. I'm sure we go to a really nice track everyone loves next week.
Yeah, we do.
Let's find out.
What is it?
That's last
We
schedule.
go to Kentucky next week. Finally away from these horrible short paper clips.
Not just any Kentucky. The new Kentucky.
I've never heard anyone say they like Kentucky.
It's a track that isn't flat as a washboard. Yeah, I'll take anything at this point.
It's your second place driver complaining about it. 8 seconds behind the leader. Andrew Beach has gone a lap down to Hayden. Next car on the list for Hayden is Trenton. There is Hayden coming out of 4. Trenton can see the leader coming. The cheesecake about to be endangered. Travis Martin, Ian Montrose. Montrose tires wearing out, as we said earlier, one of the oldest sets of tires on track. 33 laps since he was on pit road. Most of the cars around him only 19, 20. Mike Chris right there for position as well, the 88. Make their way into 3 and 4. The one goes way up the track. Mike Chris going to try to drive underneath him off the corner. So Montrose gets a wobble off the corner. Mike Chris dives to the inside into turn 1. Going to drive that second lane. Montrose going to stay up in the third. Mike Chris completes the pass. Mike Chris takes over the final spot in the top 5. Ian Montrose relegated to 6th. 5 cars out of the race. Blake Giglio, Lucas Hoytsma, Quinn Newton, Mike Edwards, and Tyler Stillwell. Travis Martin in the 4th position. Dustin Franklin up ahead, dealing with a couple lap cars. See the 30, and then you don't see the 30 of Kohlhaas.
Damn, bro.
Some connection issues there for the 30 team. And Cliff Mullins just ahead. Dustin Franklin's in 3rd, 17 seconds behind our race leaders. We have been green since the start of the race. Like the 39F Cat heading off pit road there. Maybe just spun on the apron because it shows the last pitted on lap 18. Or 18 laps ago, excuse me. Hayden gets by Benke once again. Benke now 4 laps
Matt, I
down.
don't know if that was on purpose or not, but thank you either way.
I don't have speed for shit.
Grindel battling with Andrew Beach, this not for
I'm kind
position.
of just letting everybody go.
Scherer and Evers.
Only 100 more.
It's the 11th position battle. 1 lap
Wait,
down.
I'm only 2 laps down, not 7. Appreciate it.
Matt, you're 4 laps down, I hate to tell you.
You get your timeouts?
Run, Trenton, he's coming. Leader closing in on the cheesecake. 98 laps to go. It's a long race. Run, Trenton, run. Trenton trying to stay on the lead lap.
Where you want me, Hayden?
Sounds like he's giving up the ghost.
I don't care, just pick a lane and stay there.
I'll try to give you the bottom.
Just ahead of Trenton's Ian Montrose.
Thank you.
That is the 6th place car.
Yeet.
We're running out of lead lap cars. Hayden stinking up the show. I'm not sure what the pit stop delta is, but he's got to be getting close to being able to pit and stay in the top 10. It's crazy. He closes in on the 1 of Montrose. John Deere Ford. 6th place machine going a lap down there. Hayden absolutely on rails. That is not the angle I wanted. That is. So now we have a battle for 6th. It's Trenton Sneed and Ian Montrose find each other on track. Only other close battle we have is Ethan Evers and Cliff Mullins. That is the battle for 12th. But we'll go back and watch this one. Daniela Wallen has officially retired now. Trenton Sneed trying to take away 6th spot from the 1 of Ian Montrose. Montrose trying to hang on for stage points here as we're closing in on that halfway marker. Trenton takes away 6. Montrose now 7th. Andrew Beach 8th. Mark Dingman 9th. J.R. Deal up into the top 10. Jeremy Scherer 11th. Cliff Mullins 12th. Ethan Evers 13th. Sam Kohlhaas 14th. Derek Catt 3 laps down in 15th. Matt Benke just coming off pit road. He's now 5 laps down in 16th. What up, Thrizzy? Your boy's in 10th right now. Got himself a top 10 run going.
I'm hitting this time.
So Ian Montrose not going to make it to the stage points. A little surprising. I thought he was going to try and make
Thank
it
you
all the
again,
way.
Derek. I greatly appreciate you.
I guess he has decided he wasn't going to make it another 5 laps because he would have had to gone 51, and I don't think 51 is doable. So here comes the 1 to pit road. That'll knock him out of the top 10 for sure. It's Andrew Beach about to go by there. Mark Dingman behind him. Caution on the racetrack. First caution of the race.
Hey, I asked what that was for.
Derek Catt.
If I caused that, I'm sorry. I slid down on the grass and instead of 1 or 2.
Pace car, exit 2.
The only thing I have registering right now is Derek Catt. I think for right there, when he's coming off pit road so slowly, register him as perhaps nearly parked. I'm not sure. That is odd, but that is the only thing showing up in my timing and scoring is that the 39 having an incident there, going off track. NASCAR, I guess, decided they were bored. Here comes, what, the 6 lead lap cars? Trenton with the lucky dog. Hayden hits his marks. The cars were so far back, they're just getting to pit road. Oh my gosh. Hayden down and away in no particular hurry. Harry Grindell follows suit. Mike Chris still on pit road. Dustin Franklin, a 74 car on a lead lap, stayed out. Interesting. End of lap 83, Derek. End of lap 85, excuse me. End of lap 85. Think he's staying out for him? He's coming down. Franklin pitting the second time around. So Hayden's going to resume the lead. See if we can get a chat with our race leader. Hayden, DG, you got a copy?
Hi, how you doing,
How
Swiss?
many of us are getting away
I am well. How are you?
I was doing pretty well before that caution.
Yeah, well, I mean, we were kind of bored, so we're kind of glad to see it.
I mean, that's understandable. Probably hasn't been the most entertaining race from the broadcast perspective.
No, it's been quite dreary, so I'm glad that we've got something happening, even though it was just a car in the grass somehow bringing out a caution. I don't know how iRacing decided that one, but here we are.
Isn't that the like half of the code? If it's in the grass, it's not a caution.
Usually.
Well, okay then, iRacing.
But it was on the road course part, so maybe it triggered that way. I have no idea.
iRacing's funny sometimes.
It is that. It is that. Well, we find yourself out in the lead. It's been pretty comfortable out there ever since Giglio retired from the event. What do you think your biggest challenge from here on out is going to be? Just avoiding lap traffic or what?
I've kind of been paying attention to the relative, and Harry's kind of the same pace as me, so bunching things back up is not quite what I would have wanted, so we'll see what Harry's got here. He's gotten a lot better these last couple of seasons, and I think there's a decent chance that he and I could be the same thing that Blake and I were.
10-4. Well, we're right at the halfway. Good luck to you.
Thank God.
Can we just call it here?
I'm fine with that. Like, we've awarded stage points, so I mean, we're fine, right?
Perfect. All right, good luck to you.
Thank you very much.
So we're going to get these stage points as we go green. That'll be interesting. But rules are rules, and that's how they're written. So, here we go. Coming to get stage points. A little drag race out of 4. Hayden gets the jump. And here we go. Stage points coming out. Hayden gets 10. Harry Gandell 9. Travis Martin 8. Mike Chris actually gets the 8. Travis Martin 7. Dustin Franklin 6. Trenton Sneed 5. Those are the lead lap cars. Jeremy Scherer gets 4. He's actually also on the lead lap. Then we have to wait a really long time while they go 30 seconds around the track to determine who else gets the last 3 sets of stage points. It'll be between Andrew Beach in the 71, the 9 of J.R. Deal, and the 82 of Dingman. So Beach will get 8th, J.R. Deal in 9th, and Dingman in 10th. There we go. All our stage points are out now. Back up front. While we still can, watch multiple cars race for the front. A lot of these guys in the back probably hoping for a quick caution as Cliff Mullins goes around off the 30 of Sam Kohlhaas. Mullins into the inside wall. Coming off of 2. Looked like Kohlhaas maybe not tracking all the way out to the wall like Mullins would have expected, and drama ensued. Looks like Matt Benke had an issue on the restart as well. We'll have to go back to watch that one. Yeah, Mullins probably none too pleased that the caution did not come out there. First, let's go back and watch the 37. He's racing with the 30 of Kohlhaas. Kohlhaas did not track out to the wall. He was down low. Mullins caught off guard with that. Mullins bouncing off him and then into the inside wall. Sure, Mullins won't be pleased. And then let's find Matt Benke. 35 car had an issue. See the right side banged up on him. So he already had it there. But it's showing he had a 4X incident with him as well. Just not seeing it. Alright. We'll skip the Benke issue, but he's on pit road for repairs. It's a 1 minute and counting for him. Hayden's already getting a bit of a gap over Harry. Let's watch from Travis Martin, the 2 cars up ahead. Travis has some right side damage on his Mustang, just past halfway. Only 80 to go. Let's hydrate again. This is a crazy long race. Guess we can remove our stage race piece up there. Stage 1 has been completed. Be fun if we have exactly 1 caution. I think it'd be cooler to get a bunch of cars in the lead lap again. Jeremy Scherer took the wave around. He is struggling. He was hoping for a caution, quick caution, but he is going to have to pit here in the next 3 laps or so. 3, maybe 5 laps. Well, he had a caution in there to break it up, so maybe a couple extra than that, but not a lot. Not a lot of time left for this 15 to catch his caution. I think he back out on track after serving a minute of repairs on pit road. Cliff Mullins out there in 14th. Last car on 1 lap down. Tim Kohlhaas 13th in the 30 machine. Ian Montrose is 12th. Yeah, Mark Dingman 11th. Ethan Evers 10th. See Trent Steed the back of this pack. He's on the lead lap. So not fighting these two lap machines. JR Deal, the 9 car in 9th. Andrew Beach, the leading car of the lapped machines, finds himself in 8th. Still in the lead lap, Jeremy Scherer. But for how much longer? He needs that caution big time. Let's find the 30 and 37s relative. They are about 13 seconds apart, so not likely that they're going to find each other anytime soon. Share 47 laps. He's going to have to pit relatively soon. That'll drop him out of 7th. Harry is actually reeled back in Hayden. So we'll stay here and watch this for a little bit. Harry now putting the pressure on Hayden low. First time we've seen anybody really contend with Hayden since Blake Giglio was on track. Hayden smacks the outside wall here. Wow. Hayden Lowell running such a flawless race. Gets up and into the outside wall coming off turn number 4. And Harry Grindell goes around the outside now. Hayden Lowell trying to fight back on the inside. Harry Grindell, new race leader at New Hampshire. Very uncharacteristic mistake from Hayden there. So that puts the Team Kamikaze Toyota out front. Jeremy Scherer, as we mentioned, having to hit pit road in the 15. He'll go back down a lap. Scherer not catching that caution he needed for that wave around. Hayden probably angry at himself for that mistake he made coming off of 4. And we start lap 100. We made it to triple digits, y'all. Jeremy Scherer coming out of pits just ahead of these race leaders. He is the last car 1 lap down. Currently 14th. We should see him easily pull away from our 2 leaders. About 20 lap difference on tires at this point. Let's go on board with Hayden and watch the battle from the roof. That is Harry. There we go. I know it was a small sample size, but based on 1 and 2 there, I think Hayden would have a better long run. It's like Harry maybe sliding it just a little bit more. It's so smooth, isn't it? And you also don't hear a lot of tire squeal. And you're seeing Harry's car drifting up, and I think he's burning the tire just a little bit more out front. That shift in there. To get into the run, the shifting becomes better and better. Up the track, goes the 70 of Harry Grindell. Hayden looks to the inside. Not quite there, but he is all over the back of the 70. Travis Martin creeping into the picture in the background. Hayden trying to get the car pointed so he can get a straight drive off the corner. Not quite able to get inside of Harry. Hampshire, a very difficult place to pass. Derek Cat back on pit road with an extended stop. Hayden Lowell right on the back bumper of Harry Grindell into the corner and cuts it down in the center to get alongside Harry. Door to door our leaders go. Harry not backing down on that outside. Hayden's going to try and slide up. Harry not able to get crossed over. So Hayden kind of parked the car there where Grindell would have had the momentum. It's a nice move by Hayden to keep the crossover from happening, and Harry Grindell back to second.
Be over. Fuck that wall.
Apparently someone hit the wall. Judging by the average race pace, it was either Ethan Evers or Cliff
I
Mullins.
agree, I clipped it twice.
Yeah. Fuck
Things
that wall.
up front kind of settled down.
Fuck that corner too, right?
Yeah, fuck that corner.
The
Which ones are we
driver's
talking about?
starting to get a little delirious.
All of them.
Martin in third,
10-4,
Mike
I
Chris
can get on
fourth,
board.
Dustin Franklin fifth, Trenton Sneed hanging on in sixth. Last car on a lead lap. First car
I
one
think I
lap
like
down.
one of the
Andrew
two tracks
Beach.
I've been to in real life, just a little bit more than I do.
Beach seventh, one lap down. Deal eighth, one lap down. Dingman ninth, one lap down. Then Montrose. Then Ethan Evers, 26 machine, in 11th. Sam Kohlhaas in 12th. Jeremy Scheer,
there yet?
13th. That's all the one lap down cars. Drivers wishing this race was over. They still have 60 laps to go.
Only 61 laps to go.
And I feel for these drivers. That is a
I'm already
long,
laps down. You
long,
got that.
long race.
JR, you staying back there reminds me of SpongeBob. He's just standing there, menacingly.
Robot.
Big boo boo bop, boo boo bop.
Wee-woo, wee-woo.
Fuck that wall too.
Go laps down so you don't have to run as many. I mean, if that's your strategy, then just park, like several drivers did. Harry Grindell not letting Hayden Lowell get away. It'd be interesting to see how the tires are towards the end of this run for these two. About 28 laps into the run. That's since they pitted, so they probably had, what, a lap or two under pacing after the pit stop. We're looking at maybe 15 laps before they start thinking about pitting. If they want to run it backwards, let's see, we're at 170, so 120 is 50 laps. You have to make it to at least 125. I mean, I think 122 would probably do it. So another 10 laps, and I think they can make it from there. And that's easily doable. So everybody should be able to make it on one more stop. Looking at our timing and scoring, trying to find any other battle. It's pretty much just this. I mean, Franklin's less than a second behind Mike Chris. And then there's this. And that's what we got. Let's check in on Mike Chris and Dustin Franklin. And that's what that looked like.
Alright, thank you, JR. Sorry that took so long.
You good, brother?
And back up front we go. Will we see Harry try to short pit him just to get the track position? Obviously it's too early now, but say around 122 to 125, somewhere in there. A short pit opportunity, because I don't think Hayden will come that early. Probably try to split it more in half. Especially to protect against maybe green-white checkers, but Harry can kind of roll the dice. So while we're here, you remember the time that Jeff Burton led every lap on a New Hampshire race? He put a restrictor plate on it. And Jeff Burton led every lap. I would say Hayden's trying that, but through the pit cycles, he's actually lost the lead. Plus Harry did drive by him for a little while there when Hayden hit the wall. Dustin Franklin's closing in on Mike Chris a little bit. Just a little bit. Still about a half second between the two. Kohlhaas is catching the one of Montrose. That would be for the top 10 position. Benke, he's been to pit road recently, so he should be able to move right on through our two leaders here. Benke will have to pit one more time, currently 9 laps down in that 35 Amtrak machine. Alright. Hayden, 67-year leader. Harry Grindell, 70. Charging into the corner, getting it down to 2.5 tenths behind. Travis Martin, nearly 4 seconds back in third. Mike Chris, another 3 seconds back in fourth. He has Dustin Franklin 7 tenths behind him. That is battle for fourth. Then the only other car on a lead lap, Trenton Sneed. He's driving alongside teammate Andrew Beach. That is 6th and 7th, but not for position. Trenton has 1 lap over Andrew Beach. Beach then has about 4 seconds back to this man, JR Deal in 8th. JR's got a 2.5 seconds over Mark Dingman. Dingman 3 seconds over this battle. Montrose and Kohlhaas for the last spot in the top 10. So they trade that. Montrose going to fight back on the outside. Gets very sideways coming off of 2. Kohlhaas does as well, though. Kohlhaas will have to regroup and try to drive back at Montrose. Montrose, oldest tires on the track by a lap, but only a lap, so everyone's going to be about in the same window here shortly. As now, anywhere along this window, I'm pretty sure Grindel could make it if he wants to short pit Hayden. Try for an undercut. As Mike Chris has decided he's in the window, he's coming down. Lester Franklin's going to stay out. I think that's going to be advantage Mike Chris. What does Grindel do? Staying out on track with him. Like Larry Mack says, if you follow the leader, you're going to follow the leader. Mark Dingman gets by JR Deal. Moves Dingman up to the 8th spot, Deal down the 9th. It's Mike Chris rolling off pit road here. Mike Chris now the first car 1 lap down. Should we get one of those elusive cautions? Would be the lucky dog. Grindel's starting to drop back. Really think this is a very opportune moment for him to come get tires, get the track position over
Where do you
Hayden.
want me to go?
I mean bottom.
To hell. Evers going 2 laps down. I don't think the 70 is
I'll try not to wreck right in front of you.
listening to my radio. So I feel like he would have been on pit road by now. I know Hayden is, and he's watching one eye in the mirror and one eye on the track ahead. Trying to see when that 70 pits so he can come in 1 lap later.
26 pitting.
I'm just shocked here. He hasn't tried to roll the dice here.
74 pin.
It's definitely within that window to make it on 1 more stop here. Franklin and Trenton Sneed lead lap machines 4th and 5th on pit road. Let's see how much advantage Mike Chris has picked up. He's the first car that did come down. Hayden, Grindel still stay out. Will Ghostman give it a swing? Nope. These guys not willing to short pit. We have 40 laps to go. 47 laps into this run. I am confused.
82 pitting.
I just really think one of them would have tried something. Hayden coming in. Harry Grindel right behind him. We're back to following the leader here. Travis Martin doing the same. All 3 of them coming down on the same lap. I just feel like it's an opportunity missed for Grindel to get track position over Hayden. Hayden hits his marks. We'll see if Mike Chris gets to bump up at all from his pit cycle. He's been out there 4 or 5 laps over the leaders on newer tires. I don't think it's going to be that big of a jump, as Hayden's already out on track.
One pitting this time out.
Harry Grindel 1.3 back and losing ground. Travis Martin 5.9 back. Mike Chris right behind him, but he won't have to worry about Mike Chris with the older tires, I don't believe. So Hayden extends his lead. Harry Grindel misses a golden opportunity to short pit and get ahead of him.
Non-pit this song.
JR Deal bringing the Little
Thanks, Derek.
Caesars machine to pit road. JR was trying to hope for that caution while he's on the lead lap, but
30 this time.
that hope is disappearing as Hayden goes to his outside and JR's fuel tank is running dry. So JR doing what I thought he should do. Good strategy there to hope for a yellow and see what happens. Unfortunately, did not come out for him and brings his car to pit road. No harm, no foul for him. He'll still be right around the same area, especially with the car he's racing right behind him, Sam Kohlhaas. Staying out a little bit longer won't hurt these cars too much. Jeremy Scherer currently 7th, 1 lap down, but 34 laps on his equipment. He's going to have to come back down, and he will then drop out of that 7th spot. So Harry is reeling in Hayden, but he's going to be using up his stuff to do it. I believe in this final run, Harry's going to drive it like a man possessed and then see what's left when he gets there. To pass somebody, you got to catch him first. Harry drives it in the corner hard, and Hayden able to get off the corner much better. You know if the fuel difference was shifting versus not? That'd be interesting. Well, we've made our final pit stops, the final 35 lap run to the finish. 6 cars still in the lead lap. Trenton Sneed the last of those. 3 cars 1 lap down. Then we got 5 cars 2 laps down.
I am so sorry, I'm just trash.
See what that was with Ethan.
Man, my eyes are starting to hurt.
He bounced off the fence right in front of JR. The caps come down a tiny bit, not a whole lot. Let's see if we can go on board with Harry. Keep an eye on the gap from here. See Harry, big bobble there coming out of 2. Two lap machines up ahead. That's Matt Banky and Mark Dingman.
You know, I think we should just add 30 laps and do the full Xfinity distance.
Fuck you.
You say that again and I will go.
Don't make me take cliff on you.
Busy right now.
He said he's busy right
We did that
now.
in TTC, we're fine.
Oh no, last time you sent cliff on the 57, I win a championship, so I'm fine with this.
This quick team owners would like to decline any and all interviews on the subject.
Oh, it was scary as fuck to watch. I didn't know he was coming, but I spotted it out of the result, so I'll take it again.
First gets the results, throw out the race.
Okay, Massey, whatever his name is, Formula One.
Michael Massey? No longer with Formula One? That guy?
Felipe Massa. Some people say Massa.
No, Michael, this is so not right.
Yeah, it's Mike Massey. Not Felipe Massa. What the hell, Hayden?
Pitching bit.
Watch these 2 lap machines between Harry and Hayden. Not going to help with Grindel's motivation to try and run down the race leader. Jeremy Shearer, as we mentioned, is going to have to pit out of 7th. And now almost everyone can make it to the end. Derek Catt's going to have to pit again. Down in 15th, 7 laps down already. Won't make a whole lot of difference, but Jeremy Shearer will fall out of the top 10, I believe, here. Now Andrew Beach, the only car 1 lap down.
Hayden, I will send you 5 iRacing credits if you stay away from me.
Ask him if that's like $5 or if it's like 0.05.
Define away.
Don't put me 2 laps down.
He wants to stay ahead of all the 2 lap down cars because there's a bunch of
Let's
them.
see what I can do.
There's 6 cars 2 laps down. Right now, Beach is on his own lap, can't go backwards until he gets lapped again.
Does it count if Harry's the one that puts you a lap down, and I pass him back?
No, that does not count.
It was worth a shot, Hayden.
Stipulation in the contract here, if I go 2 laps down, you only get $2.
So wait, I just get $2, period?
As long as I don't go 2 laps down.
You're gonna stay behind him and not let me through, I think.
Essentially.
Alright, Harry, this car's about to get real wide.
Alright, never mind. Don't do that to Harry.
Oh god. Kelly Grindel, 2023.
I don't need Homestead again. I don't think you'll make it back if it happens again.
My pedals are slowly shifting. To a very inconvenient location.
As long as they're not shifting to like a different gear. That'd be funny.
Hey, I
Gap
think you
now
need to
up
pit.
over a second.
I think you're on for big tires.
Closing in
this
on
tire
Andrew
is
Beach.
hell.
Yeah, go down into the pit, join the crew, get you an ice cream.
I haven't heard anything about ice cream.
Ice cream.
What was that yet? Dude, I totally locked up and let it go, and then I was fucked.
See what happened to Ian.
T2X is handing out ice cream to all the crew members. I'll let them know you're coming as long as you go down pit road right now.
Almost hits Matt Benke. Smacks the wall trying to avoid him. Locks up.
This is the best instigator I've ever witnessed in a race. I'm surprised it's not worked a brighter yellow yet.
Montrose in 9th. Clobbered the wall. Trying not to hit Benke in 16th.
Andrew, you're part of Nesquik, right?
Netfoot, C2X, whatever the hell we decide to join chat in. Yeah. I'm a big guy. I kind of get around.
So now I actually think I have to get to you and just move you out of the way.
Well, looking for a battle, I guess. Montrose and 1 second back deal is the closest we got.
Chase Elliott Bristol 2021 on me.
JR deal. The closest car to having any chance of passing anybody for position. Has to catch that green and yellow machine up ahead in the next 19 laps. We're going to watch this because everything else is spread out. I mean, I guess Harry and Hayden is still kind of close, but not really.
Mine's Larson. I'll just blow a tire in the final corner and leave to Bowman.
Oh, that would be pleasant. I could go for a win.
And still, Harry Grindell trying to run down Hayden Lowell up front. 18 to go from New Hampshire. No. 17? Yeah, there we go. Just takes a minute. Click off. Gap's just staying right about a second up there. It's going to take something spectacularly bad for Hayden for him to drop back into the clutches of Grindell at this point, I'm afraid. JR Deal is closing in for that 9th position, so we have something to watch.
Oh, good dude.
Please go away.
Are we there yet?
Hello?
Hello?
At least it's been green most of the way.
There's that. Riding on board with you, JR. It's fun.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're on the roof, watching the roof cam. Anything you want to say to everybody?
Singing in my ears.
I see you catching the Montrose there. That'd be for position. You getting up on the bit, trying to get that position.
Trying my best, but he's doing a good job of keeping it right around a second ahead of me.
What are y'all doing?
I think you'll get him.
Let's hope. I'm hoping.
Hayden, I really think you should let me back
It is
up.
the closest battle on tracks. We're just going to hang out with you.
Hell yeah.
Go get him!
Go get him.
Drive my cow.
Well, I tried it.
Oh, it's so tantalizingly close. Like you just reach out there and grab him and pull him behind you.
Oh, my screen just went black.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, we're going to the infield.
No, I did.
I
I
didn't
don't know
help.
what's going on.
You
That's twice it's done that in like the past 20 laps.
You should do it again.
That's no
No
fun.
bueno.
No, I don't think I will.
Even your monitor's like, this race should be over.
My body's telling me that.
Dang. You're physically exhausted from a virtual race. Go figure, right?
Imagine.
It's a very good simulator.
Yes, very much so. And plus, I forgot to turn on my big fan.
Oh no, so you're all warm and sweating.
Oh, yeah. I feel like I'm
Hurt?
actually wearing a race suit.
Oh gosh, I've done that.
Flashback to Fire Suit Friday.
Exactly. That gets very toasty. Oh, the monitor snafu. You're still only right around that 1 second. Just made it that much harder. still the closest battle on track.
It's like he's right there, but he's so far away.
Should just be on the radio and be like, Ian, come back. You forgot something. Just get in his head.
You dropped your pocket.
Your shoes untied.
Yeah, and I think your shoes untied.
He hit the wall. Well played. Right when you said it, he hit the wall.
Oh, can't plan that shit out at all.
That was great. Oh, good shit. I have to say that was the most entertaining thing that's happened this entire race. Well, I suppose after this race you'll be hot and ready.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely hot and ready now.
I just got the 10 to go.
Yay!
Go outside in my birthday suit.
We don't give a fuck, it's not your birthday.
Exactly. It's somebody's birthday.
There you go. It's like it's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's somebody's birthday.
Yep.
I don't enter this slow.
I guess I should look up front. Let's see what's going on up there. It's still 1.2 seconds. Nothing's changed. Didn't miss
going
it. Though.
fast.
So how much can we pay like the 35 car to just stop on track? And
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a caution. I got one more set.
exactly.
Yeah.
Set up an exciting finish here.
I feel like Hayden and Harry also have another set though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do. Is your arm itching? Oh god, don't bring up that Richmond chaos again. Boyer, I think your arm's itching.
This gonna be good.
Oh, would you look at that?
Oh, what do you know? He spawned out in the grass.
My other team. The ice cream offer is still on the table.
I want ice cream.
There are a total of 0 cars 1 lap down.
Now here's ice cream and cake.
Ice cream and cake and cake.
What if it was
Don't get
ice
me singing
cream
that.
and cake?
Oh, cake too?
What about Trenton's there? It's cheesecake.
Oh, I don't give a as long as I can get back on the lead lap now.
We're gonna have to bribe Harry in too.
That one took me a sec, but I got it.
Harry is a very distinguished gentleman of certain tastes.
So
That
crumpets?
means I cannot decide what it means for him to be played.
Alright, go stop, goof off, go back to the broadcast booth. Y'all have fun. Good luck.
See you later, buddy.
A caution will put you back on the lead lap.
No, Cliff, that's how you get me. Colored pencils and trains.
A caution would not put him on the lead lap as he's 2 laps down.
Make like a tree and fuck off!
Make like a tree and fuck off. I didn't know trees did that.
Gigi can hear all this, and this is going over stream. This is going to be one hell of a broadcast.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Hi, Trenton.
What do you mean, if?
Oh, hello!
Oh, good. I didn't know. I thought I heard earlier where you didn't have it on because I didn't hear something Cliff said. But he could have just not keyed up.
Oh man, when I get
I
to the
probably
point
didn't
where
key
it's
up.
like not a whole lot going on, yeah, I turn the drivers back on just so they can entertain me.
Oh, dude.
Incredible.
Next time, just let me know you
I'm
need
glad
to
you haven't
game,
been
and I'll
watching my
start
car,
singing.
Dan.
Cliff, why are you driving?
DG has joined our chat. I just want to let you all know he's going to be joining in from time to time if these get boring. I'll just start singing over my
I'm more interested in why Cliff Mullins
Baby Shark.
is driving. Don't baby shark. Cliff Mullins is driving a modified, and it's not time for the modified race yet.
Oh shit! Because the dirty car doesn't know how to drive. That's why.
He's a man of acquired taste, and he's practicing.
Hayden, I was going to try and hold you off, and then we were going 3 miles like, oh dear God, I am not going to be the death of the leader.
And you might want to go.
Are we about to have a green white checker?
Trenton, get clear of
that would be
the
lovely. That would be lovely.
I don't feel like the 37 and 30 are going to coexist very well.
Oh, we do not coexist at all.
I was hoping
We won't hit each other 5 times in this damn race.
Perfect.
Oh, Jesus. There's a rule that, like, I literally can't do that.
I'm doing a hell of a job parking this bus, though.
Can we all agree to never do this again?
That was cruel.
Hayden's going to come off turn 4 and see the white flag in the air mercifully. Mercifully.
200 laps next season. Just go the full distance. But keep it like with the shortened fuel.
Oh my gosh. Final lap is finally here.
I mean, we might as well just do an endurance race. 8 hours of New Hampshire?
Oh my gosh. I'd rather run the 24 of Martinsville than the 8 of New Hampshire.
I mean, if it was the road course, I can get behind that.
Hayden through 3 and 4. 2.4 the gap back. Grindel can do nothing but watch as Lowell crosses the start finish line, picks up the win in New Hampshire. Grindel comes across in second as Cliff Mullins and the 30 disagree, going across the start finish line. Well, let's watch Mullins take out his anger on the 30.
I've already called my therapist and told him what's happened here. He told me where I could shove it.
Waiting for 4th and 5th to come across the line. Dustin Franklin finally across.
Sorry, Harry.
Here comes Mike Chris. And our
Travis,
finishers, all 16 cars that were still running, have completed the race. Man, oh man, that was a very long race. Now we watch Hayden do his burnouts. I don't think I have the chopper cam set up here. Do not. So, we'll just watch on TV 1.
You get a congratulatory from me, and I will throw an ice cream bar at you from my pit.
Very long. Very long. Derek.
The ice cream's in turn 1.
No, Travis apologized ahead of time. Like he knew it was long, but it was too late to change it. Oh my goodness. Where's the ice cream at? They said turn 1, I believe. Let's get our top 3 finishers to the waiting room. Trav, DG, you got a copy?
Oh.
Hello. Well, we made it through the endurance race here at New Hampshire, and you brought it home P3. How are we feeling about it?
I mean, after the way I started this race, I'm happy with just finishing, to be honest. But yeah, P3 is great. There was a lot of attrition there, as we saw. I know some people had trouble, and man, that's racing. But hope everybody had fun. We can move on to next week. We got Kentucky. Excited about that. That's a good mile and a half. Haven't been there in a while, so yeah, it was a good race. Hard.
Yeah, definitely hard. You tired now?
Yeah, I'm gonna sleep like a baby tonight.
At least you're not like JR with the AC out, so you're just sweating to death over there.
Yeah, true that. No sauna over here, although it is warm.
All right, bud. Go ahead and hit me with those friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs.
Thanks, dude. Of course, 10 Tenths boys. Thanks for the support as always. Simwrapmarket.com. Thanks for the schemes. And my man, DG Swiss. Dude, seriously, I say it a lot, but thanks again for broadcasting these, man. It is really fun to go back and watch and say, hey, that's me on the TV. So,
Mom, I'm on the TV.
I made it.
All right, bud. Congrats on the 3rd place finish tonight. Hanging in there, toughing it out, and bringing it home on the podium. Appreciate everything you do for us, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, dude. Love your face.
Travis Martin and bring it home in P3. Let's go drag Harry up here since he's staying down in his team chat. Harry, DG in the booth. You got a copy?
I have got you.
Well, it's about time. You brought it home P2. Looked like moments there where you were giving Hayden a run, even got in front of him for a little bit there. But what did you need to do better to maybe hold off Hayden's advances?
My right front tire to be made out of whatever his is made out of, because I usually burn it up compared to him, and the other guys usually do well. Same was true tonight. A couple of those runs there, I was getting him, but it was it just wasn't gonna work out in the long run, and I kind of knew that, but I was kind of hoping that if I could get ahead of him and try and hold him off a bit, make him burn his stuff up. He was kind of going down to like the flat, trying to get like to my inside, so I was hoping that would maybe wear his stuff out, but So after a few laps behind me, he kind of caught on to how much I was avoiding that and followed suit, and then that kind of killed that. So, yeah, once he figured that out, it was going to take a crash to get me in front of him, and it was a crash that never came, despite all of the radio chatter.
Well, sir, it looked like it was at least a lot of fun there, especially down in your driver chat. Quite entertaining. Hope you had fun. You got those friends, family, sponsor shout-outs for us tonight?
Yeah, obviously Team Kamikaze, to Soyo Centered Hosting, our paid sponsors, to Kamikaze Design House and Hubert Master Livery Design, to Chance to Extreme Motorsports, Low Time Motorsports, to yourself for hosting and streaming, and this is Travis's series, isn't it? So to him for putting this on.
Yes, it is. Good job.
Right. Yeah, I've remembered again.
Congrats on that P2 tonight, and we'll see you back here in the next race. Thank you so much for being part of our community.
Yeah, thank you.
Harry Grindell brings it home P2, and we've already talked to Mr. Travis, so let's go talk to Hayden Lowell, getting the victory tonight in the 67 car. Hayden, DG, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Swiss.
Well, look like you're out there on a, almost a cross-country trek out there, but still kind of a Sunday cruise at the same time. How do we feel about this one? Looks like Harry gave you a little run on the short runs, but then burned his stuff up, and you were able to pull away most time.
Yeah, I told you when you talked to me at about halfway that Harry was definitely going to be a difficult foe, and yeah, he got by me, and I told myself out loud, well, that's the race, and figured something out, started downshifting a couple times to get by him, get some runs off the corner, help the car rotate, and then got in front of him and just managed, and we ended up pulling away and having a little bit of fun at the end and getting the victory.
10-4, yeah. Okay. We just got silly towards the end of that. Everyone was just kind of almost delirious.
Yes, 170 laps with a terrible setup will it'll do that. Do that.
Test the mettle of the mind for sure. So did you have any concern when I was Did you have any concern when I was almost trying to tell Harry to short pit you?
I usually have the broadcast muted up, but muted, so I couldn't hear anything. But I was kind of thinking to myself, I'm like, he's gonna try to short pit me, isn't he? He's gonna try to short pit me. And then I pit. I could have gone maybe a lap longer if I had needed to. But I was just like, bring it to pit road, get me some tires that won't feel like they're new anyway, and let's just go on our merry way.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Like it was, I don't know, 8 laps window there where he could make it and short pitch you before you came down. And I'm like, if you're going to try to win the race, I feel like that's how you're going to have to do it. Because, yeah, once you came back out on pit road, even though you pitted at the exact same time, you still gapped him twice the gap that you had going in. So I felt like his only move was to short pitch you there at the end, and he did not opt for that.
Well, I guess like Larry Mack says, if you're going to follow the leader, you're going to follow the leader. So
yeah, I said that in the broadcast too.
Oh, well, look at you go. I guess there's a reason you're broadcasting and I'm driving. So
that's why I'm Larry Mack and you're just, Jeff Hammond or something.
I mean, Jeff Hammond was all right at times. I'm more of a who is a really shitty rotator announcer.
Rotator announcer? What does that even mean?
Well, they like their guest dude that they change every single week. Who is a really crappy one of those?
I don't know. I don't like the chick who's doing the truck series lately, but that's me.
Jamie Little's awesome on pit road. But
she's right, but I don't feel like she's like the play-by-play person. Like, yeah, she's great on the reports.
We're on a tangent here. Anyway, I would like to thank Napa Auto Parts, Madigan Motorsports, Arc Music, Ford for all helping me out here in the Fort Worth Screen Printing Xfinity series. Thank you, Travis, for what you do. Thank you, Swiss, for putting on the broadcasts almost every single night of the week. I think it is. So appreciate you doing that, and thank you for McKenna for putting up with my racing
and the rest of you.
Yeah, the rest of me, all of me, for some reason. I don't know why she chooses to do that, but
some
apparently
people are gluttons for punishment.
I'm fair. No. I could say something. I could make a joke. I'm not going to, but
congrats on the victory tonight. And yeah, we totally lost control of this around lap 130. So
I'm surprised it took that long.
All right, but congrats on the victory. We'll see you back here. You racing tomorrow?
Cup at where?
Dirt.
Nope.
All right, bud.
I might race Trek at Road America though. That could be fun.
There you go. All right, we'll see you Thursday then. Have a good night.
Maybe. Have a good one.
Okay, bye. Hayden Law getting the victory tonight. Yeah, we lost control of this broadcast a long time ago, but it's been really fun. I hope you've enjoyed our goofiness. Unofficial results have Hayden Law picking up the win, Harry Goodell, Travis Martin rounding out the podium, Dustin Franklin, Mike Chris picking up top fives, Trenton Sneed, first car one lap down, only car one lap down, Andrew Beach, Mark Dingman, Ian Montrose, and J.R. Deal all picking up top tens. Jeremy Scherer, Ethan Evers, Sam Kohlhaas, Cliff Mullins, Derek Kapp, Matt Benke, Daniel Llewellyn, Blake Giglio, Lucas Heusma, and Quinn Newton, your top 20. Then the final four, Mike Edwards, Tyler Stilla, Wes Parker, and Dave Hoytsma. Wes Parker, Dave Hoytsma did not start this race, so they will not get credit for it. So 22 cars will be your finishers on tonight's race. Thank you guys so much for being here. I have to say thank you to Fort Worth Screen Printing, fwscreen.com, and fwspdesign.com. Those two websites are where you can go pick up some merchandise or get your own custom designs made. Thank you so much to them for helping put on a broadcast. John Garrett, ARCA driver over there, really cool people. Appreciate everything they do for our sport and our community as a whole, and myself personally as well. I have to say thanks to Alpha Prime Racing for hosting me over this weekend when we did our Xfinity weekend at Richmond. It was a lot of fun. And yeah, that's going to do it for New Hampshire. Thank you so much for watching our broadcast. If you'd like to be part of our community, head on over to dgsracing.com. Click the big red snake. That'll get you to our Discord where you can sign up to run any one of our 9 different series. We have racing every single night and 3 on Tuesday. So there is a series for you if you have a night available. Come check it out, dgsracing.com. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. If you're over on the YouTube, please hit that subscribe and thumbs up button. It helps us with the metrics and does more than you could ever imagine. So thank you so much for going ahead and doing that for us. We appreciate you, and we'll see you in the next race.